Grey light crept through the window. I woke, disoriented. This room, the furniture, it all felt wrong. Then I saw the date on a discarded newspaper, 1918, London. A chill ran down my spine, colder than the autumn air, the Spanish flu. Of course, the city below was unnaturally still. Gone was the usual cacophony of vendors and carriages. Only the church bells, mournful and heavy, broke the silence. I walked the cobbled streets, each footstep echoing in the emptiness. A lone dog scavenged in the gutter, tail between its legs. The few people I encountered moved like phantoms. Faces were hidden behind white masks, eyes wide and wary above the gauze. Conversations, when they happened at all, were hushed and brief. The air itself felt thick, heavy with fear. I passed a woman, her face pale and drawn, clutching a basket of meagre groceries. Her eyes met mine for a fleeting moment, a flicker of shared terror passing between us. Then, with a hurried nod, she was gone, pulling her shawl tighter against the invisible enemy. Outside a chemist's shop, a queue snaked down the street. People stood patiently, spaced far apart, waiting for their turn to purchase remedies, tonics, anything that might offer a shred of protection. The pharmacist worked tirelessly, his face a mask of exhaustion. Whispers followed me like shadows. Another one gone. The hospital is overflowing. Each word was a hammer blow, driving home the grim reality of the pandemic. The Spanish flu was no respecter of age, class, or creed. It touched everyone, leaving a trail of grief and despair in its wake. The city, once a symbol of bustling life, now felt like a prison. Theatres and pubs stood dark, their doors bolted shut. Schools and churches were closed, their halls eerily silent. The lifeblood of the city, its commerce, its entertainment, its very soul, had been choked off by the invisible hand of the virus. I saw families huddled together in doorways, their faces etched with worry. Businesses, shuttered and silent, stood as grim reminders of the economic toll the pandemic was taking. The city was wounded, its spirit battered but not broken. Evenings were the worst. As darkness fell, so too did a palpable blanket of fear. The silence of the city was broken only by the sound of coughing, sometimes close, sometimes in the distance, a constant chilling reminder of the enemy lurking unseen. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, I saw glimmers of hope. Acts of kindness, small but significant, bloomed amidst the despair. Neighbors helped neighbors, strangers offered comfort to those in need. The human spirit, though tested, refused to be extinguished. The city held its breath, waiting, praying for the day when the shadow of the pandemic would lift. And though the path ahead was uncertain, there was a steely glint in the eyes of Londoners, a determination to endure, to survive, to rebuild. This was a time for courage, a time for compassion, a time for the unyielding spirit of humanity to shine brightest in the face of darkness.